Coming up on Classic Blend 57, I'm going to be talking clubs, teams, and legends.
I got some foxes, dragons, and aliens.
Oh my.
Indeed.
Stay tuned.
Welcome, Classic Blend 57, where we blend the classics.
Yes. It's like a wonderful blender.
It's like a juicer. It's an 80s juicer, Chris.
Wasn't juicing big in the 80s? Isn't it big now?
Headbands, leg warmers, juicing.
Snap
Sure.
bracelets. Why not?
They had the juicer in, what was it, Gremlins? Remember you had they made like the little juicer?
Well, that was his. That was his
Peltzer,
juicer.
the
Peltzers,
juicer.
yeah.
Whatever. Anyway.
Oh my God, this is some good stuff.
I liked it.
All right. I know. Walkie-talkies, Kenny.
Walkie-talkies.
Now, did you have walkie-talkies back in the day?
I don't remember the brand on the walkie-talkie, Chris, but it was black.
Yeah.
Had an orange button.
Yes.
And it had the Morse code on the front.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
It was awesome.
It was orange. It had
the little button on the front that you go beep, 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 beep,
yes.
beep, beep, beep.
And it showed you what was what
it showed
on the front.
You know how long I've tried to type out sentences in Morse code? And my friend just hold on, back up. It's like, dude, I'm 17 letters in. I don't remember what I just did 4 letters ago.
You're not writing this down?
Yeah, you're not
writing this down. I tell my friend or my brother, you're not writing this down?
He's trying to remember it and just like S, O,
yeah.
Q. Is it? Nope.
How do you?
Nope.
Yeah. How do you remember the range being on those?
I remember being able to go like maybe from my living room to my bedroom.
Yeah. I would be out. One would be outside, or you'd be outside in the front and the back, and be like, what?
What?
Walk to me.
What?
Walk to me. Walk to me.
And then you just end up like this close. Yeah. Chris, what's up?
And you still did it. You still did it. Yeah.
Making the noise.
So wait,
it's fun.
I had a funny story about that. So I had a friend who was kind of an a-hole, and his wasn't working, and he just got really annoyed, and he's like, I heard him say.
Had the orange tip on the antenna.
Yes,
too.
Yes, absolutely.
The little orange tip. I used to try to bite it off.
Me too. I always chew that. So weird.
It's crazy.
But he says to me, all I hear on there is sucks over the house. And I'm like, what? Did he just say it sucks being over my house? Next thing I know, the thing comes flying over the roof. And I had a 2-story house. I lived in a 2-story house. It came flying over the roof, landed right next to me and broke, shattered. Not good. Not fun.
I don't think that's very nice.
Stop talking to that guy.
It shattered, really?
Yeah, because it hit the ground.
And what good is a walkie-talkie without another walkie-talkie?
Exactly, it wasn't. The guy
oh my goodness!
Yeah,
it was Fisher Price. I knew it.
Yeah.
Fisher Price.
Yeah.
If anybody can see this,
let's see.
I can't see if you can see it. You can see it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fisher Price walkie-talkies.
Yep.
I knew it was Fisher Price.
It's good stuff. All right. Anyway. Now that we've done the reminiscing part of this show.
I want these again.
I know.
We should totally get them and just do like
and just
an
sit here, right?
Just do an episode with walkie-talkies. I think it's gonna be a good idea.
This is the Retro Squad Classic Blend podcast. This is episode 57. What we do here is we take classics from movies, TV shows, toys, video games.
He always gets this backwards. We do cartoons.
We're doing cartoons this time. I was gonna say and Ken's favorite, the cartoon, which is what we're doing. You just cut my whole intro out.
The relevant episode. Whatever's relevant in the episode.
I had a thing going.
You don't need to say toys because we're not doing toys.
Anyway, these titles are they're randomly generated for us, and he's got something that I don't know what he has. He doesn't know what I have. We're going to show them to each other. We're going to discuss them. We're going to make something brand new in each of these categories. And usually, Ken, first up is...
We're hitting Movie Squat.
That's right. So here we go.
Welcome to the Movie Squats. All of them.
Every single one.
Every movie squat ever.
Just every single one in the world.
So listen to this. Real quick. I have a movie, he has a movie. I don't know what he has, he doesn't know what I have. We're going to reveal them. And we're smushing them together.
We're going to make something brand new.
We're going to make something brand new.
Hopefully it's good. It may not be. You never know.
That's it.
All right. Well, Kenny.
Chris, it's going to be good.
Well, I don't know. I might ruin everything you have.
There's nothing
right now.
There's no way you're going to ruin anything that
Come on. Show me. What do you got?
Okay. Ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Firefox. Clint Eastwood is Firefox. Okay, all right.
Firefox, Chris.
What is Firefox?
What is Firefox?
You
vaguely remember.
Guess what? I think it might work with this. Can you read the title? It's weird.
The Golden Girls.
No,
the movie.
Read it. Read the real name.
Man, it's the Cemetery Club.
Yes, it is.
It says the heartwarming comedy that proves the best times are still ahead.
We're gonna get into this. It says, "Don't miss this wonderful film." Firefox starring Clint Eastwood. Give me the deets.
Clint Eastwood. Starring Clint Eastwood. I'm gonna tell you, this is an action spy thriller.
Why is he wearing a flight suit?
Why? Because he's a pilot, Chris.
Ooh. Is he gonna be a pilot?
Clint Eastwood is an he is a Vietnam vet, an ex-POW.
Can you give me the movie year first?
1982.
Okay.
Starring Clint Eastwood.
Ooh.
Directed by Clint Eastwood.
Oh, wow.
Written by Greg Thomas.
Oh, dang it. All right.
It was a 1977 novel.
Oh,
all right.
Firefox.
Listen. The NATO code name of the MiG-31 is Firefox.
Oh, okay.
All right.
A
Not
MiG.
to be confused with.
It's a Russian plane.
Not to be confused with the 1996 classic Foxfire with Jenny Lewis.
Oh, yeah. And not to be confused with the 2000s browser before Chrome became a thing.
Chris, you ruined my trivia, Chris. My trivia was, not only was this a novel in 1977, it was also a browser in 1986.
86? No. Oh, man. You got me on that one. That was good. It was good.
All right, so let me tell you a little bit about the Firefox. Capable of Mach 6.
Hold on, but it's a MiG, you said.
Are you capable of Mach 6? Experimental. There are two.
That's the last time I checked.
They had one, and
Russian jet though.
Just stop.
Am I wrong?
Stop. There were two. There were two of them.
I just remember the MiG always being the bad guy jet. Didn't matter what it was. It was like, there's MiG on my tail.
Okay, it went so fast it couldn't be detected by radar, and it had mind-controlled weapons. Clint Eastwood needed.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Clint Eastwood. The whole purpose of the movie is Clint Eastwood is stealing this plane from the Soviet Union. He is going to Russia because he speaks Russian, and he can go in there. He can steal the plane with the help of dissident scientists. The KGB is on his tail. He gets the plane.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be?
Listen to this. Bad guy, Colonel Yuri Vazkov. He knocks him out. He was the pilot who was going to take Firefox on a run, a flight, the maiden voyage, if you will.
Right.
He knocks him out because he goes to get the plane. Clint Eastwood takes off in the plane. Yuri takes the backup plane. It's an experimental plane, so what happens is they make one, and then they also make another one.
Well,
right?
of course. Why wouldn't
That's what you need to do.
Yeah,
so he takes it. Chris, what ensues?
Madness
and
hilarity.
Dogfighting.
Oh,
Chris.
Okay, well, hilarious dogfighting.
So
dogfighting is not hilarious. It's actually a very widespread epidemic, and you shouldn't partake in that. That's a PSA for today. Go on. Wait, can
bulls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hold on? No, are you please going to elaborate? Okay, all right. Okay, I'll go back. Okay.
All right. So there was a movie called Ice Station Zebra from 1968.
Okay, yeah.
Rock Hudson.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
Rock Hudson joint.
Yeah.
So there was a scene where there was a sub sinking. They reused that scene in this very movie. However, some of the flying scenes from this movie they reused in Back to the Future Part 2.
What?
Just some of the stock footage of the flying. They used footage from Firefox in Back to the Future Part 2.
What was flying though? The cars?
Are you kidding me?
But there weren't flying cars in that one.
Back to the Future Part 2.
Firefox, you said they used footage from this movie.
You do know how they make special effects. You know that they actually made versions of this plane that could like taxi. They had models that could fly.
So my question is, the Firefox was in Back to the Future too?
Chris, if I take a video camera and I shoot it outside the car window, it looks like I'm driving. You can superimpose a car over that.
Oh, you mean flying footage. Got it. Sorry, I
Tell me about the Cemetery Club, Chris, tell me about the Cemetery Club.
All right. Oh my God. What's not to say about this comedy drama based on a play by Ivan Menschel?
Who? Ivan what?
Whatever. It's Ivan Menschel. It's a play.
All right, we're done with that. So what we're going to do here
No. You're letting me get through this. 1993, directed by Bill Duke. Not like it matters. Olympia Dukakis, Diane Ladd, and Ellen Burstyn.
I also
that is a trio.
Okay, tell me the other guy.
Danny Aiello.
Do
you see how
Danny Aiello
Photoshopped this whole thing looked like?
That's not professional.
It's horrible. It looks Photoshopped.
I think they didn't use Photoshop in the 80s, Chris. You know what they used? Cardboard cutouts.
Yes, I understand.
Print out cardboard cutouts and position them together to make a poster.
I mean, it's just horrible. Anyway, okay, so yes, this is based on a novel. These are three friends that live in a Jewish community in Pittsburgh. They're all in their mid-50s and they're all widows. All right. Once a week, they visit the graves of their dead husbands, and then they go to a deli afterwards and talk about it. The whole thing is that one of them starts dating again, and one of them just doesn't. Just nope. You're disrespecting your dead husband, and it all comes to fruition at a wedding for their friend. I don't even care. Here's a little trivia for you. Diane Ladd is mother to Laura Dern.
What?
Yeah, Diane Ladd married to Bruce Dern. No, Bruce Dern.
Laura Dern
right?
of Jurassic Park fame.
Of Ellie Sattler fame, yes. Huh. Yep. And of most recent.
Nope.
Another one is Olympia Dukakis.
Of what fame?
Look Who's
Who
Talking.
was she the daughter
Look Who's
of?
Talking.
She was in Look Who's Talking.
She was the grandmother. Look Who's Talking.
Was she in all three?
I don't.
You know who else was in Look Who's Talking?
Bruce Willis.
Well, he wasn't in it. His voice was.
But my point of bringing up this Laura Dern thing and Look Who's Talking is Laura Dern.
The makeup was amazing in Look Who's Talking.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis looked just
like a baby. Laura Dern was in one of my favorite movies, Jurassic Park, like you at the aforementioned Jurassic Park, and Olympia Dukakis in Look Who's Talking, also one of my favorite movies.
Wow, somebody's getting good with trivia. I'm so impressed. Oh,
anyway,
I want to pet you.
That's it. Can you tell me about this mind-controlled systems?
That's all you need to know. If you're intrigued, intrigued about mind-controlled weapons, watch the movie. It was made in 1982.
He's old.
It's a long time ago.
He's old in this. He's old. Clint Eastwood. He's old. He's an old guy. How about Olympia Dukakis meets... How about... Ooh! I got it. So, Danny Aiello...
He annoys me.
Danny Aiello
so much.
Ends up dating one of these girls. What if the other two, who were upset that she was dating someone new, both meet Clint Eastwood? And now he's retired.
He's 52 years old in this movie.
Yeah, and they're in their middle 50s. In 82. Let's say he's 52.
52 is early 50s.
No, let me finish. You never let me finish. This is 93. This takes place. What if the new movie takes place in 95?
Oh.
Guess what? Now he's in his late 50s. God, he never lets me finish.
All right.
So, look, again, and then what if they vie for his affections? And now it's the sequel to The Cemetery Club. It's now
called... he'd hang out with them. I don't think he'd hang out
He's hanging out, and they decide they're going to go to the vet hall, and they're going to hang out. He's a vet now, because he's retired.
Are they? Why had the vet hall? Like the VFW?
Yeah. Okay, well, what do you got, man?
What do I have?
That's a perfectly good
I want to
sequel.
put them in planes. Olympia Dukakis is flying, you know? Look at the plane, Chris.
I know.
The X-Men don't have a
that looks
plane
like
as
the
good
GI.
as that.
That looks like the Cobra plane. That looks like the Cobra plane, does it not? It sure does. What was that one called?
You're sure not wrong, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
All right, they're in planes. Okay,
right, we're putting them in planes, and it's basically they're going to do an air show.
Who's training them? Him?
He's training them.
Okay. Because they're bored, and they're like, we need to do something.
Yeah, we need to do something with our lives. We feel like our...
They go to an air show, and they meet him, and they're vying for his attention, so they get him to teach them how to fly planes. We just combined both of them. Two ideas.
Cool.
What's it called? Firefoxes. Fire Cougars.
I wouldn't say cougars, Chris. I wouldn't.
Fire mongooses. What are they? What are they considered now?
Who?
Those are them. They're
oh, you're saying fire cougars.
Yeah, get it? Yeah.
No, I know,
cougars.
but I still don't like that.
Fire crotches.
I don't like that.
All right. What do you want? The Cemetery Club, the Flying Club, the Aviators Club. This is club. This is Cemetery Club.
There was supposed to be a movie
Above the Grave Club. Above the Sky.
There was supposed to be a movie called Firefox Down. Sorry, there was a book follow-up.
Right, okay. Sequel
the
to
movie never got made. So I don't know.
Okay, thanks for that piece of information.
I'm just letting you know that there was never a sequel to this, and now we feel like we're making one. No.
How about Fire? Okay.
We're gonna call it. Man, how about they're making a squadron, right?
Firefox Squad.
Firefoxes.
You're kidding me. I said that.
Did you say that before?
Oh my God.
What is yours? The Cemetery Club or just Cemetery Club?
Yeah, the Cemetery Club. Yeah. I like Firefoxes. It's like Alien and Aliens. Are we cool with that?
Firefoxes.
Oh, that works better.
That's where it goes. That's where it goes crazy.
Foxes,
Firefoxes.
XES, right? Yeah.
Don't let the 80s end yet. Stay tuned. TubeSquat. That's television.
80s TV. I just like saying 80s TV.
80s TV was great.
I just like saying the words 80s TV.
It was a good
because
time.
You know why it was
but not always.
Well, no, but like
we'll get to that.
Right. But it was always like something you look forward to. You came home from school.
After school special.
After school specials.
Gadget.
When you stayed home from
Masters
school.
of the Universe.
When you stayed home from school.
When you stayed home from school.
When you put that thermometer. When you put that thermometer
on the light bulb.
On the light bulb.
I blew it up.
You did?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure I probably did once. But it gets too hot, and you're like, no, too much, and you're shaking it.
Coming to check me in a couple minutes, and there's no more. The silver end's gone. It's gone. Like, what happened? I don't know.
Wow, you were not good at that, were you?
Nope.
I don't think I've ever blown it up. I was so good at it.
Oh, nope. It just broke everywhere.
Anyway, I'm sure that was on an episode of something from the 80s, right? Here on TubeSquat, we take 2 of such type shows.
But when you stayed home from school, it was nothing but stupid soap operas on TV.
Or
and like
if you watched, did you watch Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon
had like Maya the Bee and David the Gnome. It had like that. It had Pinwheel. Pinwheel was on.
I don't know if they had that stuff on during the day, Chris.
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't know if I looked at that then.
I remember being home from school watching Maya the Bee, David the Gnome, watching Pinwheel. Yeah, it was on, man.
Anyway.
It was a kids channel. Anyway, we have 2 randomly generated TV shows that we each got. We don't know what each other has. We're going to show them to each other. We're going to talk about them, discuss them, reminisce, and then we're going to make a brand new TV show. And with any luck, it'll be fantastic. So, without further aplomb, that's right. What do I have, Ken?
God.
Say it out loud.
This might work out really well. He has the A-Team. A-Team. B.A. Baracus, Hannibal, Face.
Oh, well, don't get ahead of yourself.
Who am I missing?
Don't get ahead of yourself. Murdoch. Yeah.
How did I forget Murdoch? Murdoch was the
Mad Dog. It was Howling Mad Murdoch. Yeah.
All right.
What do you have, friend? He spent 20 minutes getting it ready on his tablet, and now it's not here. Almost grown. Almost grown.
Almost grown, Chris.
Almost grown.
Almost grown. Tell me about the A-Team, Chris. I don't want to talk about it.
All right, here's the thing. I got the A-Team, and I was like, yes! Then I was like, oh, no.
Why? Because you knew what I was going to get something garbage.
No. It's just that there's a lot to the A-Team. There's a lot.
Break it down to its
I'm going to break it down to the character. Okay, first of all, A-Team. The A-Team is a nickname for U.S. Special Forces, what they used to call the Special Forces. They used to call them the A-Teams, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a group of guys from Vietnam War. It's got a tie to a Vietnam War. 4 guys. There's 4 guys that were wrongly committed of a crime, and they're on the run.
Convicted. And
they escaped. Sorry, what did I say?
Wrongly committed.
Committed?
You said wrongly committed of a crime.
Because I'm thinking about their pilot, how mad when he gets committed. Anyway.
Gotcha.
So we'll get into that in a second. So anyway, yeah, so they're wrongly convicted of a crime. They escape, and to hide out, of course, why not? They become soldiers of fortune, helping people.
Always.
So that's the best way to hide out. Let's talk about the people. You have George Peppard, plays Hannibal. John Hannibal Smith. John Smith's so dumb. He's Hannibal. He's the strategic guy. He's the guy. He can the brains. He's the brains, but he also does disguises and stuff. He does disguises. Leader 1, right? Then you have Dirk Benedict, who plays Templeton Peck or Face or Face Man. Plays. Yes, thank you. That was a trivia I had, but I guess not. He plays Starbuck, right?
You blew up my trivia spot.
I know. You know what?
Nobody knew Firefox was a browser.
Bro, we're sharing. It's okay. We're sharing. You've got Dwight Schultz, who plays H.M. Murdoch or Howling Mad Murdoch.
Have you ever known anybody named Dwight? It just seems like a TV character name.
It is. It's 2 TV characters.
The Office.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Apparently the A-Team.
Well, no, that was his real name is Dwight.
Oh, really?
That's his real name. His name is Dwight Schultz.
I should have known that.
Yeah, you should have.
Because I know their names in the show.
Right. And then you have Bosco B.A. Baracus, who is Mr. T. B.A. stands for...
Bad attitude.
Badass. And bad attitude.
Bad attitude.
Yeah, same thing.
So here's the deal with the word Bosco, the name Bosco.
Okay.
Just don't name your kid Bosco.
Don't name your kid Bosco.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that all you have on the
I mean, I had a couple of little things.
They help people out, right? They're soldiers of fortune.
They're soldiers of fortune.
Around Los Angeles, is that right? Los Angeles. How many seasons was this?
Okay, so this was from 83 to 86.
Okay.
80. Okay.
How did the A-Team last for
86
3 years and something like Dharma and Greg last forever?
It was 1986 technically. That was but
yeah,
they say it goes to 87 because one episode aired in 87, like months later.
Was it like a New Year's episode?
So yeah,
like they saved the Valentine's Day episode for
5 seasons. They had a bunch of sidekicks. Throughout.
Sure.
A bunch of women. Tia Carrera.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, see now we're done.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm just saying that
go.
No,
go.
Almost Grown TV show. All right.
Tell me,
follows the escapades of the Foleys. We have Norman Foley, Susie Long Foley, Leslie Foley, Joan Foley, Frank Foley, Anya Foley, Jackson Foley, and another Jackson Foley. I guess maybe that's going to come into play in a second. You can understand that. Also, V Long, Dick Long, Joey Long.
Wait, are these character names?
These are the character names. These are all the character names. The premise of the show is that Tim Daly and Eve Gordon, all right?
What year? You didn't give me any of the...
88 to 89. It was 1 season, 13 episodes. It basically lasted from the fall to like the winter.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it didn't last a year.
No mid-season.
No
mid-season finale.
No, they didn't have anything like that. Tim Daly, Eve Gordon, Marsha Cross. Those are the big 3.
Okay.
Tim Daly, Eve Gordon are married. Gotcha? You getting this? Lives of these families, this family is explored during 3 periods of their lives.
Okay.
So basically, you see them younger, not so young, and then older. You see their life, and it kind of explores them.
That's
like
cool.
That. Yeah. So interesting premise.
Taking a page out of my book, I see.
Yeah. CBS was the home for Almost Grown. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the last 3 episodes remain unaired.
Oh, so there's only 10?
So technically 10 episodes aired, 3 episodes they didn't air.
But I like that idea, though.
It's a good idea. It's a really cool idea.
I like that idea.
It's kind of like 30-something.
It was like a shortened...
it's like...
1-2 years almost.
But that's the thing. Is if you took the A-Team on 3 different stages of their life, like maybe in like... No, I wouldn't say high school, but like out of college when they're kind of like...
Separate?
Starting to become,
going into the military.
When they get into the military, right? And then when they're in the military,
all the reasons
and now
for going,
after,
and then now
after the crime that they were
so
framed
this
for,
would be the after.
Yeah,
this would be the after.
That would be the after, and then you'd see when they were new,
when they were,
and then when they were in their prime,
in their prime in Vietnam.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
One last thing about this, created by David Chase, he also created a little-known show called The Sopranos for HBO.
Oh. Interesting.
So if you think that that's the thing. This guy crashed and burned with Almost Grown because nobody watched it, but then
that always happens.
This went up against like Monday Night Football and stuff, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you're not getting on that.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
So did we squat that then? And what?
Well, yeah. That's the thing that's going to happen is we're going to do. So let's go with the premise.
It's a.
It'll show how maybe they met everybody.
Almost A-Team.
Well, it'll show how.
Sorry, go ahead.
It'll show how they met. It'll show kind of like trial tribulations when they were in the military.
I'd like to see how they met.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm going to throw a little thing in here. Murdoch, their pilot, he was a little crazy. Yeah, every episode he had like a new imaginary friend that would get killed. Right? Yeah.
Why don't I remember that? How do I not remember
always
that?
had one. And like, yeah, every episode. And sometimes they'd get killed. Sometimes they wouldn't. But it'd always be someone new to him.
So the ones that didn't,
and they always had to get him.
Die, did he like just have them? And now there's 17 people talking
I mean,
to him?
I don't really remember all that. But I do remember that every time they needed him, they needed a pilot, they'd have to go get him out of the insane asylum. Because he'd go back every time. So we can see
things like this anymore.
Well, we can see the origins of that, like where
I would like.
You know what I mean? Like
I would like to see that.
Like where they came that how Face became. You know what I mean? Like how he became the
Master of Disguise.
Master
of Disguise.
So
right?
yeah, no.
Face?
No, Face wasn't the pilot. Matt Murdoch was.
He wasn't the disguise guy. Wasn't Face the disguise?
Oh, Disguise. I thought you said the Skies.
The Skies.
Yeah, no, that's right. He made a pilot. I'm like, no, that was Murdoch.
Clint Eastwood.
Oh yeah, that's true. And Murdoch. And Mad Murdoch. Anyway.
Well, man, if we can put
Hannibal,
yeah.
So here's this little side thing. Very interesting thing. If you guys know the game Battlefield Battlefield 1942 had like a sequel come out, and it was Battlefield Vietnam. And Kenny and I played this all night long. I was working overnights at.
Nobody played this game.
No, it was great. It was great.
We'd
play till 6 in the morning.
We would just be on the same team, waiting for people to come into the map. We would just be running around like in the Jeep, picking up the Jeep with the helicopter.
Yeah,
and he'd be like headbanging in the Jeep
because
playing like
it had
Credence.
music. Yeah, because the game let you. It had licensed music that they played during
I
Vietnam.
still have some of those videos.
Probably. And anyway, the whole point of this story is that we were the A team. I was Hannibal.
Oh really?
And you were. Oh.
I had to have been Murdoch.
Either Murdoch or were you Baracus?
No, I had to have been.
I'm trying to remember. I know I was Hannibal.
I had to have been Murdoch.
I think you were Murdoch. Anyway, we named ourselves that, and then we rode around in Vietnam, and it was just good
I like
times.
it.
Okay, so all right, so it's a prequel little thing.
So we're gonna call it
yes, that's what we're calling it. Is that a hyphen or an ellipsis? What are we doing?
No vowels.
No vowels.
Spell it with
all
no vowels.
consonants. Just
hold on a second. Like fledgling A team, almost grown team, almost team.
I liked almost A team, but you didn't. So.
I didn't like it at all.
No, you didn't like
A team
it. So.
grown A team, grown team grown, growing up A team.
When Harry met Sally. What about when
Hannibal met Murdoch? When BA met Murdoch?
Yeah. You know, like when. Just when. Almost when. We don't have to say almost. Can we not do almost? Like, come on. We can come up with a title that is not combining of the two.
Recruiting the A team.
A team. The early years. A team year one.
The banana years.
The banana years, yeah. Before A team.
We need help on this. Please help us.
Before A team. Not yet the A team.
Not yet the A team.
We have not yet the A team.
How about the B team? Maybe they weren't the A team yet.
Yeah. Yeah, there's B team.
The B team?
The B team. Let's B team. Why not?
Or do they want to? We're going to drop them down like they're like the R team.
Delta Squad. No, because that still sounds too cool.
Delta Squad.
Yeah. Not yet the A team.
Not yet the A team. B team. Anybody? B teams. B team.
I think I might.
We're hitting the wall. We're hitting the wall. We're hitting the wall quick. Not even halfway done with this episode. You have what? What now? The A team.
What did you have? Oh, almost grown.
Yeah. Almost grown. Almost A team.
I'm good with.
With B team.
I'm good with the B team. I think it's a little more descriptive of. Not yet the A team is good, but I think the B team is like
that would be on the ads though. They'd be like the B team.
Not yet the A team. Yes.
Not yet the A team.
That. All right, so there's a tagline. That's the tagline.
Yeah.
So all right, the B team.
Not yet the A team.
Yeah. The B dash team.
Yeah. So thank you for sitting through TubeSquat. Park yourself right there because coming up after a brief intermission of about
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Not even 5 seconds.
10 seconds from now. 10 seconds from now, you'll be nuzzled comfortably in ToonSquat. Much to my dismay. Thank you so much for joining us. The 80s never end. They won't. They can't.
They won't.
Not if I can help it.
But here's the funny thing. We're in ToonSquat. This is where we take two cartoons. Two cartoons. And we talk about them, and then we create a brand new cartoon. But the thing is that my longtime friend Kenneth here, he just like, I mean, I think I've said it before, but he just like he'll text me in the middle of the night. He's just like I just keep dreaming about 80s cartoons, and I just want to talk about 80s cartoons all the
Pinky
time.
out means I'm too good for the cartoons. I can't. This is such a heavy mug. I can't do it.
Anyway, all right. So Kenny doesn't know what I have. He doesn't know what I have. I doesn't know what he has. Whatever. Just show me what
I don't know what he has. He doesn't know what I have.
Show me what you
I don't
got.
know what I have. He doesn't know what he has.
He doesn't care what he has. That's
You don't know
thing.
what either of us have. How about that?
All right, what do you have?
Ready?
Dungeons and Dragons, yay!
Dungeons and Dragons.
Right. I said yay.
He said, yeah.
Look what I got. Feast your eyes on that and say it out loud.
Well, hold on a second now.
Just say it so I can write it.
Rude Dog and the Dweebs.
That's right.
You can't teach a rude dog new tricks.
No,
that was their catchphrase.
You just can't. Kenny,
That's
you
their-
can can't, the contraction of cannot.
That's basically like saying,
Yeah,
a bird in the hand is worth 2 rude dogs in the bush.
Is that what that's saying? A bird in the hand. Remember that from RoboCop 2?
It's just so dumb. It's so dumb. It's like they couldn't come up with anything better than that.
Worth 2 in the bush.
Just stop. All right, rude dog and the dweebs. I don't remember the rude dog part, but I do remember the dweebs part. Rude dog.
You don't remember the dweebs part.
Is and the dweebs.
Part. Tell me about Dungeons and Dragons.
3 seasons ran on CBS Saturday mornings. Always, right? Yeah. 27 episodes. 27 episodes. You'd think it would be a lot longer because some of the cartoons run for a lot.
These were full 22 minutes? Or these were in between something else?
This was real deal.
Because 80s cartoons, if not full, they're just running in between other cartoons.
Yeah, but regardless.
Weird.
All right, let me tell you a little bit about Dungeons and Dragons.
Do it.
All right. Peter Cullen and Frank Welker provide voices. Don't need to tell you that much. All right. I'm going to tell you the character names. You ready for it? There's Hank the Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Hank.
Hey, oh my God! I just realized that. Hank the Ranger.
Eric the Cavalier. Diana the Acrobat. Presto the Magician.
Wait. Is this like first edition D&D? This is first edition, wasn't it?
Back when they weren't very creative.
Yeah, this was first
edition.
When
they're like, well,
D&D.
if we don't call him Jim, what are we going to call him? It's gotta be Hank.
No, I didn't mean.
It's gotta be Hank.
I didn't mean the names. I meant the classes.
Oh, I don't know.
There's no Cavaliers, and I mean, I guess there are.
Whatever.
I don't know. Acrobats.
Sheila the Thief, Bobby the Barbarian.
No.
Stop.
Wait.
Uni the Unicorn.
Are you serious?
You want to talk about creativity? And Dungeon Master, the cryptic Dungeon Master who would guide them and help them.
That makes sense. But let me ask you a question.
Why is he cryptic? Why does he have to be cryptic? Why can't he just be like, go through the go through the door?
Because I'm the Dungeon Master. That doesn't. No, I'm the Dungeon Master. So, listen to me. Hold on. Was this a? But weren't those the? Was it?
Peter Cullen played Venger, Force of Evil. Frank Welker played Tiamat. Tiamat, and then there was the Shadow Demon as well. Listen.
I want to.
Peter Cullen played a bad dude in this one.
Bad dude.
Peter Cullen, if you're not aware.
Yes, please. I was going to get to that. Can you tell Peter Welker and Peter Frank Welker and Peter Cullen are 80s cartoon voice staples.
They're still going strong today.
Well, of course they are, but they're also.
But Peter Cullen is known for Optimus Prime, best known for Optimus Prime,
and Welker.
And Frank Welker is known for Megatron.
Yeah, so basically they're best friends. Tell me, Kenny, but wasn't this show were there like people playing the game and then it just was like were they that was them being their characters?
They're transported to
into their characters, right? That was it.
Kinda.
Well, it's either yes or no.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Let me tell you about.
They were sucked into the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
That's why their names are Hank and Bobby.
Between 8 and 15. Okay, who's Uni the Unicorn? I want to know what realm or what Earth planet
like you said,
that Uni the Unicorn got sucked into.
Like you said, they weren't that creative. Let me tell you about Rude Dog, 1989.
And Presto the Magician.
That makes perfect sense to me.
It does, right? Some guy, hey, we're gonna set up a game of
Why
Dungeons
didn't they
and Dragons.
call him Abracadabra?
My name's
the magician.
Presto.
Yeah. My name's Abra. Here's my friend Cadabra.
Hold on. We need a magician. No, Presto. Presto, you're going to be the thief.
Yeah, you're
going to be the cavalier. Barbarian. You're going to be the cavalier.
Anyway, here we go. 1989, Rude Dog
if your parents named you Presto, chances are you're going to be a magician.
What if
it would shape your whole entire life?
What if they were two magicians and they had a kid?
But that's the thing. If you didn't, you wouldn't take advantage of it.
One was named Sparkle Wand, and the other one was named Handkerchief. And they had
Hank the Ranger?
Yeah.
Hank the Ranger.
Handkerchief the Ranger, short for
whatever.
Third time, Rude Dog and the Dweebs, 1989. This was also on CBS. It was one season, had 26 episodes. Rude Dog was the mascot initially a mascot for the surf-themed clothing line Sun Sportswear.
Get out of town.
They decided that wasn't enough. They had to make a cartoon.
It was like the Noid.
Yeah.
It was like the Noid.
Yeah, the Noid.
It was an unsuccessful Noid.
Yeah. They wanted to do something like Spot, the
Budweiser
Mackenzie, yes.
Spuds McKenzie.
Spuds McKenzie. Anyway, okay.
Spot.
Here's the thing. Rude Dog is a dog. It's a dude. He's got a Brooklyn accent.
Dude, of course he is.
He teaches.
Whoa. A Brooklyn accent.
Yeah.
How does that go? Because I see somebody named Rude Dog, and he's gonna be like, yo, like, what's up?
Nope. He had a
surfer.
Brooklyn accent. He ran an auto body shop.
So he talks like a little bit like this.
Yes.
Hey, you better
I'm Rude
step.
Dog. It was more like, I'm Rude Dog. I'm gonna teach you how to be a rude dog. That's
Look at these bunch of dweebs I'm hanging
Look
out
at these
with
dweebs. That he taught these. These were like stray dogs they brought in, and they started working for him. And it's weird. They worked in an auto body shop, but they did deliveries out of the shop. So it was a weird situation.
Okay.
Listen, bunch of dogs. He had a girlfriend. His girlfriend's name was Gloria. The other dogs were Barney, Kibble, Reggie, Tweak, Caboose, Satch.
Hold on, Tweak.
And there was another one that I can't read my handwriting. I'm gonna look.
All right, hold on.
Hold on.
Right.
No, I'm not done. Damn it,
Give
Kenny.
me some more characters. I want more characters.
Well, then if you just
give me some of the characters that you just said.
I just said
We have
them.
Tweak. We have Jenny.
All right. You have Sat. You want the full
We
thing?
have Seth.
You have Winston the bulldog.
Whoa.
Okay. Look, whatever. Here's the thing.
Give me some more names.
No, this was produced by Marvel
You said
Productions.
somebody's name was Kibbles.
Kibble. This was produced by Marvel Productions. He drove a pink Cadillac. Okay. Notable noises.
His name is Rude Dog. Like
Rude
it's not just
Dog.
a nickname.
Rude Dog.
Like you're like.
Yep. Rude Dog. You're not letting me finish. Rude Dog was played by Rob Paulson.
I know, but Rude Dog is his name.
I'm gonna keep going.
So if your name was like Annoying Human, that would be your name.
Yes. Rude Dog.
But your name is Chris. So Rude Dog probably has a real name.
No, it's Rude Dog. It's Rude Dog. Period. Played by Rob Paulson.
His name.
Also,
was Robert Paulson.
Peter Cullen.
Hold on
Shut
a
up.
second.
Peter, I'm going to tell them since Peter Cullen and Frank Welker did practically every other voice in this. They played the bad guys, which was a feline named Seymour. There was an antagonist.
The cat always has to be the bad guy.
Right. There was an antagonist who was a dog catcher named Herman, who was played by.
Herman.
So Welker played the feline. Cullen played Herman.
Herman.
Welker played Herman's sidekick Rottweiler. Okay, like these guys just did every voice, good and bad.
Herman.
So both of these shows. No, we're not. You're not. I just wanted to say, Frankie, and Pete's were all over these two shows.
All right. So Rude
I don't
Dog.
care
Who
anymore.
played Rude Dog?
Let's combine them.
Frank Welker or Peter Cullen? Who played Rude Dog?
Rob Paulson. I've said it 700 times tonight.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Oh, from
Fight Club.
Yeah.
Come on. Mm-hmm. Hello.
Oh,
All right.
that's
So
the thing.
they're going.
What did you have again?
They're going into the Dungeons and Dragons, man.
Yeah. Okay.
They're going into Dungeons and Dragons.
No,
bro.
the Dweebs are playing Dungeons and Dragons. They're all the guys. You have the Ranger.
No.
Tweak is the Ranger.
No.
You have Satch the Beagle playing the Bard.
Just relax.
You
for a
have
minute. Relax.
Chihuahua is named Tweak.
Relax for a minute. We already have a Ranger, a Cavalier, an Acrobat, a Magician, Thief, Barbarian, a Unicorn, and a Master. Dungeon Master. We need like a knight. Kibble the knight.
What's a Cavalier, Ken?
A Cavalier. Is a Cavalier a knight?
I think so, yes. That's why I said that.
We have a knight. We have Rude Dog. We want to make him the jester.
I just want to know who's the tank. All right?
Rude Dog is the jester. Winston is... Come on. Give me something.
Oh, the Necromancer.
Oh, I like it.
You have Kibble, can be...
No, Kibble's a knight.
Kibble's a knight. Oh, Tweak's the Bard.
Bard. I like that.
Yeah.
You can't have a role-playing game without a bard.
Oh, Dave Coulier and Jim Cummings did voices for this too, by the way.
You can't have a role-playing game without a bard.
No, you need a bard.
So we're calling this Rude Dragon?
Nope.
Rude Dungeon.
Nope. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Dungeon...
Rude Dog in the Dungeon, Dweebs. Rude Dog in the Dungeon, Dweebs.
Dragons and the Dweebs. Dungeons and Dweebs.
Okay, I'm good with that. Dungeons and Dweebs. Let's go. Let's move. Come on.
Or Dweebs and Dragons.
Oh, dang it! Dweebs and Dragons.
You like Dweebs?
I like Dweebs and Dragons, yeah. Is that Dungeons with an ampersand?
Do you know that we are the first people that said the word dweeb since like December 31st, 11:59 p.m. on in 1989.
Ampersand, right? Both ampersands? Dungeons and Dragons and
so.
Dweebs and Dragons?
Oh, yeah.
Ampersand, right? Okay.
Yeah,
And
the dragon ampersand, man.
oh yeah, true. This is
the
gonna
dragon
have
breathing fire. That's
yeah.
that's Dungeons and Dragons. No offense, man. You're allowed to like it. That's totally cool. I'm not gonna get on you about that. But not my style. You know what I mean?
I love it.
But that dragon
That's a good
little
logo.
ampersand. Pat Sajak would love it.
All right, look, we're done. We did it.
If it wasn't for Pat Sajak, I wouldn't know the word ampersand.
Really?
You know that?
Really?
He'd always say there's an ampersand in the puzzle.
Really?
Oh yeah, there's an ampersand because nobody can guess. $500. Can I have an ampersand, please? Is there an ampersand? No, they don't do that. They give it to you.
That's true. Yeah.
They give you the hyphens. They give you the ampersands.
They have to. They have to. Yeah.
They have to. You gotta give them something, man.
Anyway, all right, that's it. Tube. What are we doing? What is this? ToonSquat is done.
Just
We're done.
Stay put, because you're not gonna want to miss the game squat this time.
You're not.
You're not gonna want to miss it.
All right.
It's coming.
Kenny likes to say. Kenny likes to be nestled comfortably inside, our 80s cocoon, right? And I'm going to go ahead and agree with that. We're in GameSquat, Kenny, where we take two randomly generated games.
Yeah.
We don't know what each other has, but we're going to show them to each other, and we're going to talk about them. We're going to reminisce. We're going to laugh. We're going to have some fond memories. Maybe not so fond memories. And then when all that's done,
there might be tears.
There might be tears. There might be tears when we make our own after we do all that.
No.
We'll see. I don't know. There might be tears of joy because we really like what we make usually.
The Dance
we
of
make
Joy.
some good ones.
Tell me about the Dance of Joy.
No. So, I'm going to show you what I have, Kenny. Read them and weep.
He has Legend on the Super NES.
I do.
Legend. I sense a barbarian.
I do.
A shirtless,
You
muscular man
correct.
with a sword.
You are correcting. You are correcting your assumptions. And what do I have? For me, for you, for me, whatever. Xenophobe for the Atari 2600.
Yeah, 2600.
Wow. Xenophobe. Can I see that? See now, what year? You got it. All right, we'll get into that.
We'll get into that. We'll get into a little Xenophobe.
I'm going to tell you about this this Super Nintendo Final Fight style beat 'em up game from 1994, developed by Arcade Zone, published by Seika. Seika? How do you say that?
Seika. I always said Seika.
Seika, yeah.
Right, there was Seiko the watches and Seika the game company.
Yeah, exactly.
Chemco Seika? Is it Chemco Seika?
Well, no, this is just Seika though. This is.
Oh,
yeah.
Are they the ones who did like the Uninvited? Remember that on the NES?
It might be. But these are just the publishers. Okay, so let me tell you about this game.
That's what I go by. Nobody went by developers back in the day.
But
you know what I mean?
Sucks because they're the ones making the game. This is interesting though. I'm going to tell you about this thing. This was created solely by two dudes. All right. Where are their names?
Two dudes.
Carlo Percanti and Lies Belladium.
Why he needed to mention that?
Afterward, because they formed later on. They formed Toka, a company called Toka.
Toka.
Right. And
Toka Rivera is like the bongo guy for.
They went on to.
Jason Mraz.
Belladuni.
Toka? Maybe it's Toka.
Belladuni, I'll say his name is.
What is happening? I don't care.
Belladuni. They formed Toka, and then Toka later created a remake of this very game for the PlayStation, also called Legend. This game is a medieval European setting. This is again similar to Final Fight style beat 'em up. It also similar to Iron Commando, which is also a beat 'em up by Arcade Zone.
Iron Curmudgeon?
Iron Commando, which was also a beat 'em up by the same company, developer Arcade Zone, but that was for the Super Famicom and Windows. That's it, man. What do you want? It's a beat 'em up. It's a Final Fight. It's medieval European. What do you want? 1994 video game, Super NES. Xenophobe. Before what year?
Xenophobe for the Atari 2600 came out in 1990.
Wow. So way after Aliens. Is it an Alien game?
But that's it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's an Alien ripoff. You kidding me?
Okay.
Here's the thing about it. The arcade game came out in 1987. All right, look
Of
better.
this of Xenophobe.
Xenophobe, yeah. There was an NES game, but a lot of people had the NES game. You go over people's houses, they had the game. You know, it was Xenophobe, cool. Right. You go to the arcade, you go to Spaceplex, you go to something like that, and you go Time Out, the arcade,
yeah.
and you play Xenophobe, 3 players. The screen was split 3, and you'd have like different colors for each
Xenophobe,
section. You were able to, each like hunter dude or whatever like that.
You were a space marine.
Yeah, you just had to snuff out the aliens before the time ran out.
You have an image?
Do I have an image?
Can I see what it looked like?
Yeah.
Give you some
so
gameplay?
the arcade game, it was basically like you went through. It was almost a little bit like Spy vs. Spy kind of thing,
where
it was like
the
screens
worst looking
at the
thing
screens.
I've ever seen.
Yeah. So, but it was screen at a screen. You want to see the worst looking thing you've ever seen is Xenophobe on the Atari 2600.
Yeah.
Now the Atari 2600 was still around apparently in 1990.
92 it stopped. Remember?
Right. The NES came out in 1985.
Yeah.
All right. The Sega Genesis and TurboGrafx came out in 1989. The Super NES came out in 1991. This game came out a year before the Super NES came out.
What were they thinking?
I don't know.
They just kept doing it.
It just kept going.
What was the programming like to bring something from like the arcade to the 2600?
I do not know.
Anyway, what was the whole point of it? What did you have to do?
You just had to take out the aliens.
All right.
So listen, I'm going to tell you right now. There was a character named Dr. Kwack who looked like a duck. There was Colonel Poupon, Mr. Embrace. Like, such cheesy. This is why nobody took video gaming seriously back in the day, because it was ridiculous. Why you have a duck walking around?
Right.
Anyway, it was 2 players. That's the big thing on the Atari 2600. It was 2 players.
Okay.
The arcade was 3. You can crouch down and you can walk. You pick up new weapons. You shoot the bad dudes. And the thing is, there were Xenos, which were aliens, right? The eggs hatch critters. They evolve into rollers, and they can evolve it into warriors. So they even had the eggs, and they can attach themselves to the player, and like the little things that hatch out. It's basically an aliens ripoff with a character that looks like a duck. A duck.
Well, did it really look like a duck?
Did it?
I mean, this is the 2600 we're talking about.
Chris, man.
Remember what E.T. looked like?
E.T. was
perfect. He looked perfect.
Stop. E.T. gets a lot of flack just because of what it was, and
I could never find those dang pieces, man. I could never find them.
What are you talking about? They were all over the levels.
I know. I could never move around until I found that dumb hole. I could never get out of the dumb hole. Could never get out of that dumb hole.
Kwack, by the way, is spelled K.
Of course it is. WACK.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is a simple thing. We're doing. I say we make an Atari 2600 game.
Dr. Kwack.
I say we take.
Don't Google Dr.
Listen,
Kwack.
I say we put it on the 2600. Let's go wacky this one. Let's put the gameplay.
But hold on. I want to fight. Who's gonna be? I want the duck. I want the duck in there.
Whatever, man. It could be Dr. Kwack balls. What's his name?
Dr. Kwack.
It's Dr. Kwack. Instead of being some buff, ancient, mid-European dude, it's going to be a duck with muscles. Okay, great. And he's got
a duck with muscles and a sword.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's going to be 2600. It's going to look like butt, and it's got crappy sound, and he's got to fight xenomorphs. I don't know what to tell you, man.
There's no mistaking what they're.
But
this makes you wonder, though.
Hold on, go ahead.
Things like this make me wonder if the movie Alien never came out. If the movie Aliens never came out,
would this have never?
This game wouldn't have been made. So what would the developers What would the game developers have done instead?
Probably something as equally as dumb.
It's so crazy.
Or original and dumb. That could be a thing. You don't know.
Somebody else's work directly influenced this game.
Now, was it licensed? Do you think that was licensed? Do you think there wasn't licensing back then? It wasn't. It was like you could just do whatever the heck you wanted. Especially if it's a 2600. They look at that thing, they're like, sure.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. The game was in the arcade. That's the thing. This is a legitimate game that was in the arcade. This isn't 2600. Somebody made this in their basement and put it out. The game was licensed and put out.
Yeah.
When was it made? 1987.
It's 87. So, all right. So anyway, for our game, I was going to say that it's 2 players, and the second player gets to be the xenomorph characters. Whatever.
You're saying xenomorph. The game is called Xenophobe.
Phobe, right. But it's a xenomorph.
Xenomorphs were from...
No, you're a xenophobe
Alien.
because you're afraid of the xenomorphs. Get it?
Right. I understand that.
Yeah.
I get you.
The xenomorphs. Whatever, the aliens. The
not.
second player gets to be the alien.
They're called Xenos in this.
Okay, the second player gets to be a Xeno, or a roller, a rolling pin, or a clothespin, or whatever they were called, a face walker, and then a warrior. All right? Second player gets to be all those guys.
Whoa.
I said it.
So the one player is hunting the other player?
Yeah, they're all... It's a split screen.
You know they made Aliens versus Predator?
Yes.
For like the Atari Jaguar?
Yes. It's
Where
split
that's
screen.
exactly
Okay.
the premise of the game.
I'm gonna tell you. Focus on what we're talking about, because I'm trying to get some words out, and I'm gonna
Spit it out.
No,
Spit it
I'm
out,
not
or
gonna
I'll
lie.
slap
It's
it
been
out of
tough all night. It's been tough all night to get words out. Okay.
Why?
To get some words in edgewise.
Why?
Because of you.
Because you didn't have cookies.
I didn't have cookies tonight with my dinner, and I'm a little annoyed. I'm trying to cut them out.
After your dinner.
Whatever, man. You see, I can't think because I didn't have cookies.
You don't
It's a split screen. One person is the dumb duck. The other person is the dumb alien. And don't look at my screen. Don't look at my screen. Oh, I see you. And then they kill each other. One person starts on the right side. Other person
so it's
starts
like
on the
Spy
left
versus
side.
Spy.
Yes.
So we just made Spy versus Spy with a duck
It's
and an
called
alien.
Duck versus Xeno. He says like he doesn't like it. Like
Hold
he
on.
doesn't
What is your game
like
called?
it.
Legend?
Legend, yeah. Legend of the... Oh, God, I hate it. Hate it.
How about the Legend of Dr. Kwack and the Xeno?
The Legend of Dr. Kwack meeting Xeno.
No.
God, come on. We have not done a nice, wacky name in a long time.
You have to...
Are you
but
over
that's
it?
the thing is, you force them. When you force them, they're not funny anymore.
I forced them by it popping into my brain and me saying it. That's forcing it.
You're saying it right now that you want to come up with something wacky. That's not how that works.
No, I came up
Because
with it
now
first, and then
I'm
you put it
going to
down.
put the wall up,
Yeah.
and you're not doing it. If you would have just come out with it, it would have been like, oh, that's a little bit natural.
You make me so tired. You know that? You just
The
make
Legend of Dr. Kwack
You just drain
and
all the fun.
the Xenos.
It's like Go-Gurt.
The Legend of
it's
Dr.
like
Kwack.
Go-Gurt.
Thank you so much
It's
for
like
watching this
when
episode.
You squeeze and then you
This
can't
was a
get
really
any
good
more
one.
out of it.
Hold on.
You
Are
just
you
can't
2 years old?
get it
Why
out.
are you eating Go-Gurts?
Because it's the easiest way to eat yogurt on the go, Kenny. That's why. Yeah. What'd you call it? What was your dumb
The
name?
Legend of Dr. Kwack and the Xenos.
Oh,
How about just The Legend of Dr. Kwack? Done.
wait, Quack with a K.
The
right?
Legend. Come on, man. Would it be spelled any other way?
Whatever. All right, let's move on. We're moving on. And we're walking.
Dr. Kwack.
Let's see what do we got, Ken. We're going over this. Movie Squat was the Cemetery Club
Oh, God, I forgot
and
about that.
Firefox.
Hey,
and
man. It's basically that movie.
Yeah, you're right. Firefoxes. The Firefoxes we come up with. Olympia Dukakis, Diane Ladd, and Ellen Burstyn are in the sequel to the Cemetery Club where they meet a spy pilot. He's a spy pilot, by the way.
Oh, okay.
A spy pilot, Clint Eastwood. No, I don't remember his name in the movie. And they vie for his affection by becoming becoming a squadron.
Flying
What?
Dutchman.
What'd you say?
Space Cowboys.
They become space cowboys?
Remember Space Cowboys?
Yeah, I remember Space Cowboys.
That's what I'm saying. That's what this is.
Whatever. And then the second Tube Squat we ran up with, we had
Whoa! Directed and produced by Clint Eastwood.
Space Cowboys. Oh, all right. Wow, you're just tying all sorts of strings together
See?
tonight. Okay, good.
Clint Eastwood, Tommy Lee Jones, Donald Sutherland, and James Garner as 4 older ex-test pilots who were sent into space to repair an old Soviet satellite.
That actually was a pretty good movie.
But that's what I'm saying
That's
is
a
what
good
we
movie.
did. We took the wives of these dudes.
That they could
put
be
them-
that could be their husbands.
Stop it.
Those are their dead husbands, and he's the only one alive. Retconned and scene.
What are the chances of
I don't know. You're
Clint
doing
Eastwood
a lot.
making that?
Anyway, Tube Squad, we had A Team and Almost Grown, and we created the B Team, which was the prequel, basically, to the A Team.
Yeah, but the prequel, the middle, prequel, super prequel.
Early prequel, middle prequel.
Let's just go with the middle ground is going to be.
It was the B team tagline, not yet the A team. Thank you, Mountain. And cartoons, Kenny's favorite, Rude Dog and the Dweebs, and Dungeons and Dragons. We came up with Dweebs and Dragons. Very good name. Show is whatever. It's just them in a dungeon. Have fun. What? What do you? What? What's on your mind?
I'm just thinking how.
What are you looking?
I'm thinking this hasn't been done before. A lot of the times they'll come out with like Fuller House, right? They'll come out with the show again. Roseanne, they'll come out with the show again after many years.
Right.
What if they did the A Team and they actually did do it like this and they just used footage from the current, like from the original A Team series as the future, and then they just have to recast like the middle and then the early.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna have them be like new recruits in the military, and then we're gonna have them
at
be
their prime in
the prime.
Well,
when they're a little bit more seasoned.
So it'll.
And then they'll be, but that's the thing is we can see what correlated to their what helped them come to decisions in the actual A Team show, where they'll take snippets and clips and stuff like that from missions that they did when they were on the run, on the lam, or whatever you want to call it, right? Working in the underground
and stuff.
Like the way that worked,
right?
And you see things in the past that help them.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Either gain those skills.
Are they going to be so?
Or
but
how
the show
they met
would.
People.
Well, the show's also going to do because it's going to do all in one show. It'll show the early, then the middle, or they'll show the early, then then right.
I think
it'll
it's a good
bounce
idea.
back.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. And then we had the Legend of Dr. Kwack, which was Legend for SNES, and Xenophobe for 2600. Whatever.
Dr. Kwack.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, screw you, game. I'm not picking you this time.
So no game.
I'm not picking you this time,
no
game.
You going with the B Team?
I'm going with the B Team. Yeah. That's a good That's a good show.
I don't know.
I like it.
I don't know how many of the Tube Squats we've
not many,
favorited.
Kenny, not many.
This doesn't happen often. Hold on. Cherish the moment.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. It feels good. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like it.
Good times. So thank you so much for watching episode 57. If you skipped directly to the end and you didn't watch any of the episode,
what are you doing? Go back. Watch it. The B Team.
We'll be back next week with episode 58. And we were here last week with episode 56.
And 50. That makes some chronological
we were here
sense.
a really long time ago with like episode 12.
True. But you wouldn't have seen this until 22. RetroSquat.com for all your Retro Squat needs. Thank you so much for watching, listening, and interacting with us. We love it, and we love you. So we'll see you next time. Peace.
Yeah. If you're interested in writing articles or joining the team, let us know.
You want to do anything with us? Just say it. Come on. Get in touch.
You're not allowed to be hammy like this guy. That's where I draw the line. Thank you so much for watching.
Ham's good, man. I don't know what's wrong with you.